Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy and this is Dino Budgets. And today we are going to be budgeting for the first paycheck of November. So if budget with me's and cash stuffings and all things budgeting is what you like, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Let me know in the comments that you did. I love to interact with my new subscribers and my returning subscribers. And it just lets me know that you guys like to see more content like this. But before we get started today, let's see what T-Rex is trying. All right, so no matter what kind of day you're having, remember, at least you're not a T-Rex trying to fence. Oh dear. Remember that, at least you're not a T-Rex trying to do fencing. All right, so today and for the month of November, I am actually going to be using the Printables from Marlene over at Snow Gardener 307. This is the November budgeting packet that she has on her Etsy shop, and it is so gorgeous, guys. It's got this lovely little fall leaf pattern on it. I just love it. So we are actually going to be using that for the month of November. And I will link her Etsy shop down below if you are interested in getting this print off as well. So, for the first paycheck in November, we have my husband getting $14.40 as the budgeted amount. Now the actual amount that went in was $14.47.82. And so I'm going to use this roundup column here for my zero out. And so I am going to zero out $7.82 from this, giving us the $14.40. And then the military pay is going to be $700 for budgeted. And actual amount was $705.77, meaning that I am going to zero out $5.77 so that we have that $700. So total together, these two is $13.59. And so what I did with this was in my checking account, I transferred this to another savings account. So I just zeroed out my totals so that what I had was this $14.40 and $700 left instead of all the change. So what I'm going to be budgeting with is $21.40 instead of $21.53.59. And so that is what the zero out means. It's just a way to like jumpstart my savings for the week before even taking any money out of the bank. So what we're going to be doing here today is called a zero-based budget. And so if you have been asking because you're new to this budgeting community or you just happened upon a budgeting video what a zero-based budget is, it is a budget where we are giving every dollar a name and purpose. Okay, so today we are going to be taking $21.40 and giving all of that a name and a purpose. So let's get started with that. So I am going to be doing $220 towards tithe. I'm going to be doing $950 towards my mortgage. I did have some money that I set aside from the second paycheck in October that was already in my bank account. So the remaining that I need to finish my mortgage payment is $950. And then I do like to leave a buffer in the bank. And for this pay period, I'm going to leave $50. And so, yes, a buffer is kind of like money that really doesn't have a name when you think about it. But to me, its name is buffer. And so a buffer to me is any unexpected bills, unaccounted for, or extra money that we end up needing to cover a cash envelope or sinking fund that does not have enough for those 2 weeks. So it's just kind of my extra blanket, so called. So the total of these three, it's going to be 220 plus 950 plus 50. So a total of 1220. And so we're going to take the 2140 minus the 1220, leaving us with 920. So these three right here are what I need to keep in the bank, or what I call my electronic funds for the 2 weeks coming up. And the remaining 920 is going to be what we can stuff in cash. So let's go ahead and break down how we want to use the 920. So I am going to take out the entire amount for all of my monthly bills from this first paycheck of the month. Now, if you can't do that, I recommend taking what your bills are and dividing them up by the number of pay periods you get. So if you're bi-weekly, dividing them by 2, or if you're weekly, dividing them by 4, just so that you can have a little bit of room for other things and you're not just taking out all of your bill money and not having anything for groceries or gas, etc. until your next paycheck. This paycheck does allow me to take out for all of my bills and still have leftover for my cash envelope, so that's what I am going to do this time. So internet is going to get 60, water will be getting 30, Netflix will be getting 15, gas and electric will be getting 110, sewer/trash is getting 55. That does come every 3 months, so that is me taking the 3-month total divided by 3 so that I know how much each month I need to be putting in. Subscriptions, I'm just going to be adding a 5 this time. And yearly insurance, we are going to be adding a 10. So if we go ahead and add these, 60 plus 30 plus 15 plus 110 plus 55 plus 5 plus 10, we should get 285. And we're going to take 920 minus the 285. And so we have 635 left over to move on to our wallet. And so for groceries, this will be for a 2-week period. So I do write my 2-week total and then I make myself a note as to how much I'm giving myself a week. So groceries is 100, which means I am going to give myself 50 a week. Household is 20, so I'm going to give myself 10 a week. Gas is 80, so I'm going to give myself 40 a week. Eating out will be 60, so 30 a week. Car wash is going to be 16, which will be 8 a week. Coffee will be 20 or 10 a week. And tips will be 4 or 2 a week. All right, so if we add these, 100 plus 20 plus 80 plus 60 plus 16 plus 20 plus 4, we get 300. And 635 minus the 300 is 335. All right, so we're going to roll over that leftover up here to 335 to do for our sinking funds. So this week, hubby is going to get 5. I am not going to give myself any this week because I'm going to be including my $5 in the coffee money this time around. Mr. Birthday is going to be getting 10. That is a new envelope, so if you want to see what that is for, go ahead and check out my next video when I do stuff this cash. Entertainment is going to be 40. Self-care will be 5. Anniversary will be 10. Gifts will be 20. Christmas for others will be 80. Black Friday will be 20. Food for holidays will be 10. Miscellaneous for holidays will be 5. Spending will be getting 15. Barney will be getting 5. Car maintenance will be getting 10. Donations or blessings will be getting 5. And Esterville will be getting 35. And so I'm going to save you on totaling that big one, long list of numbers. So that'll come to 275. So let's take the 335 minus the 275. We have $60 left to budget. All right, there is a section here for debt payoff. I do not have any debt that I need to be paying off at this time. So I am going to move down to my extra savings. And we are going to give each of these a 20. So for a grand total of 60, meaning that when we take this from the 60 we had left over, we have a 0. So when you end with a 0, you have completely zeroed out your budget. You have given everything a name and a purpose for your pay period. And let's go ahead, and I have already filled this part out for you. This is a cash envelope breakdown. This is so you know what denominations you want from the bank. So for example, on internet being 60, I wanted 3 20s. But for, let's say, groceries, because I like to split it into weekly amounts, I made a note to myself of what I want for those weekly amounts, so then I had to double it to make the $100. So I wanted 4 20s and 2 10s. And then we come down to the bottom and you just tally each row, or each column I should say, of how many, and then take it by that denomination. So 10 ones is $10, 7 fives is $35, and so on and so forth. And I do have 2 pages worth, just because I have so many sinking funds. And so then I gave myself a grand total down here at the bottom. And so this is what I am going to the bank to get out. And that should, for me, match this number right here, because this is everything left over after electronic. And so I had $920 in cash to be stuffing. And that is what I have left here. So I balanced and matched on everything. And then I went ahead and filled out my little teller slip for the bank. And so I will be going and getting that cash and stuffing it in my next video. So I hope you all have a great day. And until next time, guys, bye.